Hey there, friends, and welcome back to the Unscripted Journey podcast. I'm your host, Cynthia, and I'm so excited that you're here. If you've ever found yourself asking, is this all there is? Is this all there is? Or if you've been secretly daydreaming about a life that feels more like yours, you have come to the right place. This podcast is all about giving yourself permission to live life on your own terms, to stop following someone else's script, and to really start creating your own. So, let me take a moment to tell you how this all began. I talked about this a little bit in last week's episode, but there was a time in my life when everything looked right. And I know you know what I'm talking about. If someone was to put yourself down on paper, they'd say, oh, she's this, she's that, she looks good, she has this, she's got it together, she's got a good job, she's got a great family. On paper, it all looked good for me. Married, working hard. I've got a great career in property management for the last 18 plus years. I do all the right things, all the things I'm supposed to do. But deep down, I felt so stuck, y'all. I felt so stuck. I kept showing up for everyone else, but I was really ignoring that quiet voice inside of me that was whispering, there's more. And you've probably heard that voice in your head too saying, there is more to life than this. There's more to life than what I'm going through right now. And honestly, I really believe that I had to earn the right to live freely. I thought that freedom came after permission from someone else. I thought that when someone said, you know what, now you can start living the life that you really wanted. Now that you're all tired and exhausted and have no energy and you've taken care of other people, it's really your time to shine. I was waiting for someone to say that to me, instead of just saying it to myself. Because living freely doesn't come after you get permission from someone else. It really doesn't. The freedom starts when you have the courage to let go. And if you go to my blog post, www.cynthiashone.com. I have a blog. I love to write. It kind of runs in my family, but I love to write. And I did do a blog post on the title, So Long Status Quo, The Courage to Let Go. And it really came out of a song that I was listening to by Nicole Nordeman. Love her. She's awesome. A great songwriter. And the song is titled Brave. But the courage to let go is what happens when you start your unscripted journey. That's what it's all about. Recognizing what's no longer working for you and choosing, you get to choose to break up with the life you've outgrown. You get to say, it's not you, it's me. I'm about to step. I'm about to get out of here and bounce. So I want to let you know something. Grab your journal if you have a journal, if you're taking notes, your iPhone notes app, whatever you have. I want you to write this down, that letting go isn't giving up. It's growing up. Girl, you are growing up when you decide that you're letting go of the things that are no longer serving you a purpose. The status quo, that's what everybody says. That's what everybody does. That's the norm. It says, hey, stay safe. Don't rock the boat. Don't ask for too much. People are going to think this and that of you. But when you start living the unscripted life, the life that I've been on a journey to live, that unscripted life says you're allowed to change. You can want more. It's not greedy to want more for yourself. And it also says that you don't need permission to start over. You don't need anyone to tell you, hey, it's okay, start over. You get to say that to yourself. So today I want you to ask yourself a question. I want you to dig deep down inside. What belief, what routine or relationship or expectation are you holding on to simply because it's familiar? Not because it's fulfilling. Whoo! Ooh, that is some good stuff right there. Let me tell you, because a lot of times we don't make changes in our lives because we are comfortable in what we know. We know what's on this side. We're afraid to see what's on the other side. But until you're ready, and even with fear, to say, I want to know what else is on the other side, you're never going to find out. You're never going to feel fulfilled. So it's really important to ask yourself, what is holding you back? What is a routine, a relationship, or expectation that you're holding on to just because it's familiar? Is it your job? Is it a relationship? Is it a financial situation? For me, it really started with a small moment. My husband and I were talking about our life, our future, finding financial freedom in the ability to make choices, to do and go and say and be who we want to be. That's where it started. It was a simple conversation we were having. We just sat down and were chatting. And really, I started to make a list of the things and the reasons why I wanted something different. Like, what my why was. Why did I want to change? Why did I want to start living a life that was unscripted for me? And I always say that it's not being irresponsible. It just means that I'm not letting other people control the way I choose to live. It wasn't a fancy vision board. It was just honest. And I'll be honest with you, after I started getting into it and my mind started rolling, I started listening to podcasts and watching YouTube videos, and I started reading some amazing books. And I did start printing out like some positive affirmations. I was putting them on my wall because I knew that I wanted something different for myself. And on that list were things like, I want to live free. I want to be financially free. Because when you're financially free, you have choices. You have choices. When you're in debt, when you owe so many people so much money, it's like a noose around your neck. It's an anchor that weighs you down. You don't have freedom. I wanted to leave a legacy. I wanted to leave a legacy for my children. I wanted to leave a legacy for my children's children. I wanted to change my family tree. And I really wanted to be excited to wake up again. I didn't want to say, oh, it's Monday again. Oh, man, I can't wait till it's Friday. Like, I wanted to be excited to wake up and say, I get to make these decisions today. I get to structure my day the way I want to structure it, not the way I'm told to structure it because I have to go to a 9-to-5. And that was just the beginning. Y'all, that was just the beginning. It was not even the breakthrough moment. It was not the $1 million idea. It was just the beginning, and I began to dream. I talked it out with my husband. He began dreaming again. It just, something inside of us awakened. And I'm really hoping that happens with you as well. Now, if you're listening to this and you're nodding, you're like, yes, that's me. This is your invitation. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to be willing to start. Everybody says, the first step is admitting that you have a problem, or the first step is admitting that you want to change. That really is the first step. But one of the most important steps really is to just do it. I was full of excuses. Listen, I've been wanting to do a podcast for 3 years since my dad passed away in 2022. I wanted to do a podcast. And let me tell you, it was in my heart. I want to talk to other people who just are going through things in life. People who are having problems. People who feel stuck. People who need encouragement. And that never went away. But I always found an excuse to not make it happen. So you just have to be willing to start. Letting go, it is scary because we like the familiar. We like to know it. And listen, if you're a control freak like I am, you want to control every moment. But letting go, it means stepping away from certainty, things that make you feel secure. It's just better to just let go, even if you have fear. What's waiting for you on the other side is something no status quo can ever offer. The status quo, again, like I said, it's the normal. It's what everybody else is doing or saying or being. The status quo can never, ever offer you a life that actually feels like yours. It just can't, because it's still being dictated by other things. So I want to encourage you, you are not behind. You are not too late. That is something that I struggled with. It's like, I'm 52. It's too late for me. No one's going to want to hear me. But you know what? My listeners are going to come. They're going to find me because they are feeling the same way that I felt, and they need the encouragement to move on and to make changes in their life. You are not too late. You are not stuck. You are at the very beginning of something really beautiful, but you have to really believe it. You have to believe that on the other side, there's something amazing for you. And I want to leave you really with a powerful journal prompt to reflect on today. So get those papers out again, your journal, your pens, your highlighters, your notes app, and write this down. What part of my life am I holding on to just because it's familiar? And what would it look like to let it go? What is it going to look like to let go of your safety net? Listen, a big part of this journey is asking yourself some really tough questions. And that's where the unscripted life begins. That's where the journey begins, because nobody can answer this question but you. You are the only one that has the answer. Not your husband, not your children, not your job, not your boss, not your BFF. Only you can answer what has been holding you back, because you feel comfy and cozy there, because you don't have to make any decisions and you don't have to be scared of what could be. Write it down. Pray about it if that's what you do. Sit with it. Reflect on it. Let it open the door to something new in your life. Let it open the door to the next chapter of your unscripted journey, my friends. So, what's next? I just want to thank you for spending this time with me today. This podcast is going to be your weekly reminder, your encouragement that you are capable of more than just surviving, just being. Let me tell you, I heard a quote that said the richest place on the earth is the graveyard. Why? Because people die with their dreams inside. People die with their desires inside and never accomplishing it. Don't let that happen to you, all right? I'm here to be your friend. I'm here to encourage you, and I'm here to pray for you. And I am here to lead you through this unscripted journey that you never, ever, ever, ever thought could happen. But listen, it's going to happen for you. I know it is. I know. All right. So I want to tell you, you're capable of more than just surviving. You're going to thrive, and it starts with one step at a time. It's okay. Just whatever happens, just take the step. And if this episode really stirred something in you, do me a favor, will you? Can you subscribe or leave a review or send this to someone else who's ready to say so long to the status quo, someone who's ready to make a change, someone that you see feels stuck? Have a conversation with them. I would really, really appreciate that. Next week, we're going to be talking about what it means to live without asking for permission. So listen, you don't need anyone's blessing to chase your dream. That's all I'm going to say. But tune in next week for our next episode of The Unscripted Journey. Until then, my friends, live free and stay unscripted. Bye.